welcome back to our channel. My name is Ayush Kumar Singh. I am a legal intern in Lexis & Company. So today in this video, we are going to discuss about sanction in international law. A sanction is a penalty imposed in order to influence ordinance to a rule of law. Sanction in international law includes measures, procedures, and expenditures for exerting pressure upon a state to comply with its international legal obligations. A question arises as to what sanction international law provides to those states which violates the rule. Sanctions in the modern international law are quite different from those which exist in classical international law. The latter provided by sanctions generally in the form of war, and however it present these measures in most cases have become unlawful. Sanction applies to aggrieved states are required to be lawful and they must confirm the provisions of UN charters. So, sanction may be applied by state individually or collectively by international organizations. Sanction by states. A state may apply sanction by means of self-help. The action taken in self-help is required to be strict compliance with the provisions of Charter. Under Article 2, Clause 4 of the Charter, the members of UN have undertaken that they shall respect the territorial integrity and political independence of each other and shall not use force against each other. Use of armed force in self-help is a response to international wrongful act not involving armed attack is forbidden. So, collective sanction. International organizations which states themselves have established have been enforced to take collective sanction if there is a threat to international peace and security or an aggression has taken place. The Security Council can take necessary action to maintain and restore international peace and security. The economic and financial sanctions. The economic and financial sanctions includes the complaint or partial severance of economic relation against a state or the application of embargo. Military sanctions may include demonstration, blockades, and other operations by air, sea, and land forces of the member of UN. Political sanction not expressively mentioned in the Charter include appear to the state to do or not to do certain acts, suspension of an exercise of the right and privileges of the member of UN, and expulsion from the UN members. Beside the UN specified agents of it such as ILO, WHO, IPO, and ITO has also been authorized to take action against it. So let's take an example. For instance, Constitution of International Labour Organization lays down a procedure for dealing with complaints regarding a failure by a member state to secure the effective obligation of an international labour convention binding it. The decision of the International Court of Justice are binding upon the parties of the dispute. Article 94 of the UN also provides that if a party to a dispute does not follow a court decision, the other party may approach the Security Council, which can take necessary measures to enforce the implementation of the decision. Now, lastly, let's talk about public opinion. Public opinion is unlimited sanction binding international law for that matter any law. Public opinion become adverse with the application of UN sanction against a state. It was the world public opinion which forced the United Kingdom and France to put out the troops from the Suez Canal in 1956. So I hope you find the video informative. So please like, share and subscribe.